everyone, welcome back today. We're so looking forward to sharing this story with you. Today's story is the story of Exodus. So take a seat and let's get ready. Hey everyone, welcome back. So today's story is the story of Exodus, and I'm so looking forward to reading it with you today. So take a seat and let's start with our song. Hi, hello, and how are you? How are you? How are you? Hi, hello, and how are you? How are you today? And I hope you're having a wonderful day. And let's listen to our story. A little girl named Alice had a Bible storybook. She often liked to read it as she sat beside a brook. One day she picked a story that was thrilling as can be, all about a man named Moses and the parting of the sea. So there she is sitting. You can see all her friends. She has some frog friends and a turtle friend. As Alice read, the airmail bird stopped by just a minute to deliver her a letter with a little message in it. Reading is the special key to take you where you want to be. Her book became a giant big screen. A screen grew tall and wide, and Alice took a little walk to Bible land inside. So do you see she's sitting, and there's the giant screen that she's going to walk through and go to some special place. She looked around, and suddenly, much to her surprise, an Israelite named Moses appeared before her eyes. A cruel Egyptian pharaoh many years ago had enslaved the Israelites and became their bitter foe. So there she is with him, and there's Moses. Now God had called on Moses, and he gave him this command: free the Israelites from evil and lead them from that land. So Moses went to the Pharaoh and made a solemn plea. Let God's chosen people go. Let them all be free. The Pharaoh answered angrily, let your people go? Why, who will work and slave for me? The answer is no, no, no. God chose to send a message to show his awesome might. The Nile River flowed with blood before that very night. The Egyptians had no water. They were thirsty as can be. But still the Pharaoh wouldn't let the Israelites go free. And then God sent another plague to show his mighty hand. Frogs of every size and shape filled up Pharaoh's land. Get all the frogs. I couldn't imagine that many frogs in my house. Great big frogs were on his throne, his table, and his bed. They jumped and cracked and hopped until the Pharaoh finally said, tell God to take away his frogs and I'll set his people free. But Pharaoh didn't keep his word and acted wickedly. All right. So God sent other plagues to him, lice crawling everywhere, then flies, a million buzzing flies, came buzzing through the air. God sent more plagues to Egypt to show that what he could do. First he took their cattle and their other livestock too. So every time the Pharaoh doesn't listen to what Moses is trying to say, God sends another plague, it seems. Then God sent more plagues of fire, hailstones everywhere. And the Egyptians got rashes, and locusts filled the air. So there was fire and hailstorms, and then locusts. After every plague God sent, Moses made his plea. Let God's chosen people go. Let them all be free. And after every plea he made, Moses always heard, soon I'll free the Israelites. Then Pharaoh broke his word. And so God sent his greatest plague with his mighty hand. A darkness covered Egypt, every corner of the land. The Israelites all marked their homes as they were told to do, so they were be passed over as this awful plague came through. The angel death swept through the land, and when the plague was done, Egyptian families everywhere were all mourned their firstborn sons. The angel death took Pharaoh's son, and when Moses made his plea, Pharaoh freed the Israelites. At last they could be free. Moses led the Israelites. The Red Sea laid ahead, and when they came upon their shore, their hearts were filled with dread. For after Pharaoh let them go, he changed his mind, and then he sent his army after them to make them slaves again. The Israelites looked at the sea. Their hearts were filled with fear. They had no boats to get across, and Pharaoh's men were near. Moses lifted up his arms, and God caused the sea to part. The Israelites crossed safely, each with a thankful heart. The Pharaoh's army followed. When they were halfway crossed, God caused the sea to fill in again, and all their lives were lost. So all the Israelites got across safely first. The time had come for Alice to leave this Bible scene. She came back home from Bible land by walking through her screen. Alice thought, I've learned a lot today in Bible land. There is no power great enough to stop what God has planned. And those who follow in his way and practice what is right will know they are protected by his holy, awesome might. And that is the end of our story today. I hope you enjoyed it. And do you remember another story about Moses? If you go at the end of this video to the playlist, you'll be able to hear a little bit more about Moses when he was a baby. But now we have some questions. So there are 3 questions I'm about to show you that you can talk about with your family. Feel free to pause the video after each, or you can always write them down and talk about them after. Thanks so much for joining us today. Hope you enjoyed this story. Remember to subscribe to our channel and you'll be notified every time we post a new video, and of course when we're live streaming events. Also, if you click the link at the end of this video, you'll be able to get to our playlist filled with other Bible story times. Have a great day.